Some yearly fall fun kicks off this weekend in Leander. It is the return of the Texas Pumpkin Fest. Here to tell us more about it is friend of the show, Lisa Beth Thomas. LB, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us again.
Yeah, well, it's really nice to have you here in studio instead of doing this from home every single year.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
We got to have some pumpkins brought to us today. I love that. Yeah, Texas Pumpkin Fest. Kind of, you guys build this to be the biggest on the block. Tell me a little bit about it.
It is, and it continues to be even bigger this year. We're on 10 acres, and every year people go, oh, I was there last year. No, it's bigger and better. New rides, new activities, so much to do. So
Wonderful.
it is, and we have hundreds of thousands of pounds of pumpkins and gourds.
Hundreds and thousands of pounds. My
Yeah.
goodness. It's a lot to consider, but they're basically dotted. People can see it here in the video. They're dotted all around the space. Tons of activities as well. Is there anything new this year that people should know about?
This year we have the Hall of Monsters, which is going to be great. And we have all the very cool animatronics. We will have a zombie hayride. We have zombie laser tag. And then we also are going to do pie eating contests and costume contests. We have pony rides. We have a petting zoo. So it really has gotten bigger and better. Again.
Yeah, again, every single year. And you guys were originally in a different location. So you've been here in Leander for a couple years now.
This will be our third year.
But just in case people don't know, tell me about where this location is.
It's on the property of the VFW Hall. It's 8760. My mind just went blank. I think FM 2243. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That was a pop quiz.
That was a pop quiz. And I know it, but it's if you exit Hero Way off of 183, it's just down the road on the left-hand side. But it's a beautiful venue, and part of our proceeds goes to the VFW Hall.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because there is, tons of family fun. But if you're an adult like me who loves a cold beer, when you get there, head straight to the back.
Yes.
Because
she's been there and she's done that.
There's a little VFW stand. Tell me about that.
Right, and I always laugh because we have the axe throwing right next to the beer stand.
Whoa.
So that's always kind of a fun thing. But no, the VFW sells beer, wine, some White Claws, that type of thing. And so that's a moneymaker for them, as well as proceeds that we give them from the event.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And of course, you guys have really geared this up for stuff that kids will love. So you're adding a little spooky season to it this year, as you mentioned.
Right.
But tell me about some of the things that kids can get into.
So we have the magic shows again. We have the face painting. We have pony rides. We have, like I said, the petting zoo. But there's all kinds of activities that are for the littles all the way up. So we just make sure everybody's covered. This year we're really excited. Besides having the pumpkins, we're going to have carving sets so that people can get their pumpkin and take it home and carve right then. We have one boy that every year tries to find this biggest pumpkin, and last year, 108 pounds.
108
Yeah, it took like 5 guys, and his parents were like, oh, great.
Do you know what? I actually think we have a picture of him from a couple years back. I don't know if they'll be able to find it because it was an 87-pounder back in the day. Yeah. So it's only getting bigger.
It's only getting bigger.
Oh,
it's
man.
So
Look
exciting.
at this!
Yeah. That's
Crazy.
awesome.
How fun. Well, that's a really fun thing to do. And it's all different types of pumpkins, right?
Yes. We have, like you see here, the princess pumpkins. We have pumpkin pie pumpkins. We have the littles. And then we have the weird swan-looking ones and all kinds of gourds. So if you want something different, this is where you come.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and food and drink. There's usually an entire row of it. I'm interested to know, because usually it comes in the form of food trucks.
Yes.
If that's what we're going to do this year.
We've got probably 20 food trucks with anywhere from hamburgers and hot dogs to barbecue. There's drinks. There's corn dogs, which I had never had a corn dog before. I know. That's insane.
That's
but
an insane
I never have.
say, yeah.
Until I had one there, and now I have to have one every year because they're so good. And then we have an amazing row of vendors which sell things from clothing to leather goods to things for kids to do. So there's something for everybody this year.
It's wonderful.
For sure.
Yeah, and you guys are very aware of the fact that it's set up for a lot of people.
Yes.
So you've got really good systems in place to get people in the door, that sort of thing.
Yes.
I want to make sure I ask about tickets because unfortunately when people were buying online, they were running into trouble.
Yeah, some people a year or two ago, they were running into trouble. We had a little scam things going on, but this year, just come to the gate. We have plenty of tickets. Just come on in, and then Fridays, military, vets, and first responders are free. And then anybody with special needs or littles in diapers, always get in free.
Always get in free.
Always get in free.
Okay, and it's going on for a while, October 4th through 31st. So it's going to be starting
Friday.
Oh my gosh,
Friday.
It's coming up.
It's here. It's here.
And will you tell me about what days you're open during the week?
So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every weekend, plus Columbus Day and Halloween. And the really fun thing is this year we're staying open till 9. We used to close at 7, and then people would show up like at 6:45 and be like, oh, they just had dinner, they came with the kids. So now we're open till 9. It'll be really well lit, but they'll still have that nice spooky vibe to it, you know, because it's going to be at night.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited about that.
A zombie hayride would be perfect in the evening. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay, do we need to bring anything with us as far as like making sure the kids have running shoes on or something like that?
I would say running shoes, probably we take cash and card. And so that's not an issue. If somebody wants to bring a small cooler, like a little picnic, that's absolutely fine. We have tents set up for families to take breaks, but we ask for no alcohol to come in because that's how VFW makes their money for their guys. Absolutely. So we don't want to step on what they're doing.
Support the veterans,
yes,
absolutely.
For sure.
Okay,
yeah.
And if somebody hasn't been out before, what would you say to them to get in the car and bring the whole family out?
If you want to have a day that's like when you were a kid,
Aww.
that it was just truly fun, running around, jumping on hay, you know, and you know your kids are safe, they're running around, this is where you come. You know, you can do your adult things, but the kids do theirs. My favorite thing, and you and I've talked about this before, is that once the family comes in, there's not a kid on an iPhone or an iPad. Mm-hmm. And that is my absolute favorite because they're running around, they're playing, they're being kids. And that just makes me so happy.
Oh, it makes me happy too. How sweet. And I'm excited to see how big it's grown this year. LB, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Of course, the Texas Pumpkin Fest is happening, as we mentioned, October 4th. She said that's this Friday through the 31st in Leander. Bring the whole family out for a good time. You can learn more right now at texaspumpkinfest.com.